In the labyrinth of human relationships, we sometimes encounter individuals who seem charming on the surface but harbour a deep-seated narcissism within. These individuals, often driven by an insatiable need for admiration and a lack of empathy, can leave a trail of emotional wreckage in their wake. But what happens when the universe conspires to unveil their true nature? What signs might indicate that a narcissist's carefully constructed facade is beginning to crumble? In this exploration of the human psyche, we will delve into 7 warning signs that God may be exposing the narcissist in your life. These signs, often subtle at first, can serve as guideposts, illuminating a path toward healing and liberation. Join me as we embark on this journey of understanding, seeking to unravel the complexities of narcissism and its impact on our lives. Remember, recognizing these signs is not about judgment or condemnation, but about empowering ourselves with knowledge and awareness. By understanding the dynamics at play, we can begin to navigate these challenging relationships with greater clarity and resilience. Narcissists, you see, they crave control. It's the lifeblood of their manipulations, the air they breathe. They need to orchestrate the world around them to feel powerful, superior. But what happens when that control begins to slip? When their carefully crafted manipulations no longer elicit the desired response? This loss of control can manifest in various ways. Perhaps you're starting to question their motives, to see through their charming facade. Maybe you're no longer willing to play their games, to dance to the tune of their demands. This shift, my friend, is a sign that the narcissist is losing their grip, that their power over you is waning. It's a sign that you are awakening to the truth, that you are reclaiming your own strength and autonomy. The narcissist, sensing this shift, may react with anger, with desperation. They may double down on their manipulations, their attempts to regain control, but their efforts will be in vain, for the tide has turned. The universe, it seems, has a way of righting wrongs, of exposing darkness to the light. And in this exposure there is hope for healing, for growth, for liberation. So, if you find the narcissist in your life struggling to maintain their grip, take heart. It's a sign, a powerful sign, that change is coming. Like a wolf in sheep's clothing, the narcissist often presents a charming, charismatic persona to the world. They are masters of disguise, adept at concealing their true nature behind a veil of manipulation and deceit. But as the saying goes, you can fool some of the people all of the time, and all of the people some of the time, but you can't fool all of the people all of the time. When God begins to expose a narcissist, their carefully constructed facade starts to crumble. Cracks appear in their mask, revealing glimpses of the darkness that lies beneath. Their true colours, once hidden from view, begin to bleed through. Perhaps their arrogance becomes more pronounced, their sense of entitlement more apparent. Maybe their lies become more blatant, their manipulations more transparent. These glimpses of their true nature can be unsettling, even shocking, especially if you've been drawn in by their charm. But it's important to remember that these flaws were always present, lurking beneath the surface. It's just that now they're being brought to light. As the narcissist's true colours are revealed, you may find yourself questioning everything you thought you knew about them. This is a natural part of the process, a necessary step in breaking free from their illusion. The narcissist, you see, is often skilled at manipulating their image. They craft a narrative, a carefully curated persona designed to elicit admiration, sympathy, or even pity. They surround themselves with people who feed their ego, who validate their distorted view of reality. But as the universe conspires to expose their true nature, something remarkable begins to happen. The people around them, those who were once taken in by their charm, start to see through the facade. It might be a subtle shift at first, a raised eyebrow, a hesitant laugh, a knowing glance exchanged between friends. But gradually, the whispers start. People begin to share their doubts, their suspicions, their own experiences of the narcissist's manipulative behavior. The narcissist, accustomed to being the center of attention, the life of the party, may find themselves increasingly isolated. Their jokes fall flat, their stories met with skepticism. The admiration they once craved begins to wane, replaced by a growing sense of distrust. This social isolation, this erosion of their carefully crafted image, is a powerful sign that the narcissist is being exposed. The truth, as they say, has a way of coming out, and when it does, it can be a force of reckoning. The narcissist thrives on attention, on admiration, on being the center of their own universe. They surround themselves with people they can control, people who feed their ego and validate their distorted view of reality. But as their true colors begin to show, as their manipulations are exposed, they often find themselves facing a different reality: isolation. People, once enamored by their charm, start to distance themselves. Friendships fade, relationships crumble, and the narcissist is left alone with their own reflection. This isolation, this absence of the adoration they crave, can be a deeply unsettling experience for them. You see, narcissists often lack the capacity for genuine self-reflection. They're so consumed by their own needs, their own desires, that they fail to see how their actions impact those around them. They're blind to the pain they inflict, the damage they leave in their wake. This isolation, then, becomes a form of divine intervention, a mirror held up to their soul. It forces them to confront the consequences of their actions, to face the emptiness that lies at the heart of their existence. For a long time, the narcissist might have existed in a bubble of their own making, a bubble where their actions had no repercussions, where they were above the laws that govern the rest of us. But as we know, what goes up must come down. When God decides to expose a narcissist, the consequences of their actions begin to catch up with them. It's like the universe itself tilts on its axis, and suddenly they find themselves facing the music. This reckoning can take many forms. Perhaps their lies are exposed, their deceit unraveling before their very eyes. Maybe their manipulations backfire, leaving them ostracized and alone. Or perhaps their callous disregard for others finally catches up with them, leaving a trail of broken hearts and shattered lives in its wake. Whatever form it takes, this reckoning is a necessary step in the narcissist's journey. It is a wake-up call, a stark reminder that their actions have consequences, that they are not exempt from the laws of cause and effect. In the midst of the storm, it can be hard to see clearly. The narcissist's manipulations, their gaslighting, their constant need to control the narrative, it can all leave you feeling confused, disoriented, unsure of your own perceptions. But as God begins to expose the narcissist in your life, something remarkable happens within you. A clarity emerges, a sense of understanding that cuts through the fog of confusion. You begin to see the narcissist for who they truly are, not for who they pretend to be. This clarity is a gift, a hard-won victory in the battle for your own sanity. It allows you to step back from the chaos, to detach from the emotional roller coaster that is the narcissist's world. You start to recognize their patterns, their tactics, their desperate attempts to maintain control. This newfound clarity is empowering. It allows you to set boundaries, to protect yourself from further manipulation. It gives you the strength to walk away from the toxicity, to reclaim your own life, your own identity. Living with or loving a narcissist can be utterly exhausting. It's like being caught in a perpetual whirlwind of drama, chaos, and emotional manipulation. You're constantly walking on eggshells, never knowing when the next storm will hit. But when God begins to expose the narcissist, a strange and wonderful thing happens. As the fog of their manipulation begins to clear, a sense of peace washes over you. It's not a sudden shift, mind you, but a gradual dawning of tranquility. This peace comes from a place of deep understanding. You're no longer grappling with the confusion, the self-doubt, the constant need to justify your own thoughts and feelings. You've seen the narcissist for who they truly are, and you've accepted that you cannot change them. This acceptance, this letting go of the need to fix or save them, is where true peace resides. It's a peace that surpasses all understanding, a deep inner knowing that you are on the right path, that you are finally free. The journey of healing from narcissistic abuse is a deeply personal one. It takes time, courage, and an unwavering belief in your own worth. But remember, you are not alone. There are resources available, people who understand, and a higher power guiding you every step of the way. If you found this exploration of narcissistic exposure helpful, please share your thoughts in the comments below. Let's create a space for understanding, support, and healing. And if you have any questions about this complex topic, don't hesitate to ask. Remember, recognizing the signs is just the first step. The true journey begins when you choose to reclaim your power, your voice, and your life.